I mean, your comment is meant to be glib, but digital colonialism is like a real thing. One of the cool things about the digital space is that it empowers the disenfranchised. So there are apps meant to allow, say, like the black community connect with each other or the indigenous community connect to each other. And if I, as a white person, end up going into those spaces and saying, this space is mine now, that is digital colonialism. Now, that doesn't mean that we can never go into any other country's apps, right? But the fact of the matter is, one of the things that defines colonialism, at least in the modern day, is this feeling of entitlement that white people or non-disenfranchised people have to disenfranchised people's spaces. Like, remember, you can't design a space for a use. Red Note was not designed to be a tool for the Chinese diaspora. It just became that. Cultural use of apps is emergent. Like, remember, TikTok was originally just a dance app. So now a bunch of Americans are going on to Red Note, and, they had no way of knowing prior to going on to Red Note what Red Note meant for Chinese people, for Chinese Americans, for Chinese people who are no longer living in China. Now that this is happening, we are getting reports that this is making it more difficult for the Chinese diaspora to connect with people in China. The thing that makes that digital colonialism is saying, that doesn't matter, I have a right to this space. The difference between colonialism and multiculturalism is whether or not you are taking something without listening to the people who were there first. Whether you are claiming something rather than integrating and learning. So when reports come in about how this is making it difficult for Chinese Americans to connect to Chinese citizens, whether or not that is digital colonialism is baked into how you react to it. You could either listen to that and try and learn from it, or you could, glibly dismiss it, like you have. And that feeling of entitlement, that's what makes it colonialism. You've wandered into someone else's space used for a different reason than you want to use it for, and you say, there's no reason I shouldn't be here and use it for my reason. You have taken their space. That's colonialism.